Hello students, a very good afternoon to all the students. So students, after completing the digestion part, today we are going to start the next topic, that is absorption in the small intestine. So in this topic we are going to understand about how the food is absorbed in the small intestine, and after completing this part we are also going to understand about how the food is assimilated throughout the body. Okay students, so let's start. The process of absorption occurs in the small intestine. So we all know that the process of absorption as well as the complete digestion occurs in the small intestine. The inner wall of the small intestine has millions of finger-like projection or fold called the villi. So the inner wall of the small intestine will contain millions of finger-like projection or fold, and they are known as villi. So the inner wall of the small intestine will consist of this kind of structure or this kind of finger-like projection, not one or two but in millions of number, and they are known as villi. So villi in singular term is known as villus. So each villus has a network of thin and small blood vessels called the capillaries close to its surface. So students, here you can see that this is a villus. Okay students, this is a villus, and then this network like structure here, this kind of structure you can see, I think this network like structure is known as the capillaries. Okay, tiny blood vessels or the capillaries. So this spindle structure are known as the muscles. Okay students, so I hope this is clear to you. So you see here, this villi give the inner wall of the small intestine a very large surface area for the absorption of the digested food. So from the image it is clear that the villi will give a very large surface area because it consists of a million of finger-like projection, and it consists of a very large space in order to absorb the digested food. Okay students, the surface of the villi absorb the digested food materials and then pass them to the fine blood capillaries. So who will absorb the digested food materials? The digested food materials will be absorbed by the surface of the villi, and then they will be passed into a fine blood capillaries. So I hope this is clear. After the villi absorb the digested food, it is passed to the fine blood capillaries. Okay students, the absorbed food is carried to all the cells of the body by the blood. So finally the absorbed food will be carried to all the cells of the body with the help of blood. Okay students, so this food is utilized by the cell to release energy. So why is this food utilized by the cell? It is very simple that the cell utilize this food in order to release the energy. Okay students, so students, this is figure 2.9, and this is the inner wall of the small intestine, and these are the finger-like projection known as villi. This kind of structure you will be able to see only under the microscope. Okay students, so after completing the absorption part, now we are going to start the assimilation of food. So the meaning of assimilation is the act of taking food in and absorbing it fully. It means that in this process the food is taken inside the body or inside the cell, and then it is utilized or absorbed fully. Okay students, so let's start. Blood carries the absorbed digested food from the small intestine to different organ of the body. So we already studied that blood will carry all the absorbed digested food from the small intestine to the different organ of the body. The digested food is used to build complex substances such as the protein. So why is the digested food important because this digested food will help in building the complex substances. It will help to build the complex substance like the proteins. And why is protein necessary? Protein is necessary because it helps in the proper growth and repair of the body tissue. Okay, students. So protein will help in the proper growth as well as the repair of the body tissue. This is the final stage in the process of digestion and is known as the assimilation. So this whole process is the final stage of digestion and then it is known as assimilation. Okay. In cells, what happen? Glucose break down with the help of oxygen into carbon dioxide and water. In cells, students, the glucose will break down into carbon dioxide and water with the help of oxygen. Okay, students, you have to keep in mind that inside the cell, glucose will break down into carbon dioxide and water with the help of oxygen. And after completing this process, what happen? Energy will release. Okay, students. So, amino acid are used for building and repairing of the body parts such as the worn out cells and tissue. So, why are any amino acid used? Amino acids are used for building and repairing of the body part. Okay, for building the body part and also for repairing the damaged part such as the worn out cell and the tissue. What is required? Amino acid. You have to keep in mind. Fatty acids and glycerol act as energy reserve and are stored under the skin for further use. So, fatty acid and glycerol are known as energy reserve. They are reserved and they are reserved under the skin, and whenever they are required, we can use them properly. Okay, students, and that's all about today. We have completed the absorption and assimilation of food. I hope it is clear to you. So if not, if you have any kind of doubt, you can ask me. Thank you so much.